Picture a boy standing alone, not fitting in, not understood, watching the world as if it were a puzzle no one else was trying to solve. Not born into comfort, not handed a map, just a restless mind that refused to accept reality as fixed. Elon Musk didn't grow up dreaming small. He grew up questioning everything, why things were the way they were, and why they couldn't be better. From the very beginning, his mindset was different. While others adapted to the world, he tried to redesign it. He read obsessively, not for grades, not for praise, but for understanding. Science fiction, physics, engineering. Each book added a brick to an internal architecture of belief. A belief that said, if something is broken, it can be fixed. If something doesn't exist, it can be built. That belief became his fuel. Belief is where everything begins, before the money, before the companies, before the headlines. Long before rockets and electric cars, there was conviction, quiet, stubborn, unshakable. When Elon looked at the future, he didn't see limits. He saw problems waiting for solutions. He saw humanity stuck in old patterns, and he asked the question that terrifies average thinking. What if we're wrong? Most people need permission to dream. Elon never asked for it. He believed that clarity beats comfort every single time. While others chased safe careers, he chased first principles, breaking problems down to their most fundamental truths and rebuilding from there. When people told him something was impossible, he didn't argue emotionally. He did the math. He studied the physics. He looked at reality raw and unfiltered, then made a decision. If the laws of nature don't forbid it, then it can be done. That clarity became his edge. Clarity is brutal. It strips away excuses. It forces you to see what is, not what feels good. Elon didn't romanticize the journey. He knew exactly how hard it would be, and he chose it anyway. When he sold his first companies and suddenly had millions, he didn't buy a life of ease. He doubled down. He risked everything on a vision no one else believed in. A multi-planetary future, sustainable energy, a complete reinvention of transportation. Vision like that doesn't come from ego, it comes from purpose. Elon's purpose was never just success, it was survival. He spoke openly about existential risks, climate change, artificial intelligence, extinction-level events. While the world scrolled, he worked. While critics laughed, he built. He wasn't trying to look smart. He was trying to make sure humanity had a future. Purpose changes how you suffer. When SpaceX was failing, rocket after rocket exploding, millions of dollars burning in seconds, most investors would have walked away. Most CEOs would have quit. Elon didn't. He slept on factory floors. He worked 100-hour weeks. He took responsibility for every mistake. Failure wasn't an ending, it was data. Discipline is not motivation. Discipline is doing what must be done when motivation disappears. There were moments when SpaceX had enough money for one last launch, one more chance before total collapse. Employees didn't know if they'd have jobs. The pressure was unbearable. And yet Elon stayed calm, focused, clear. That final launch worked, and with it, SpaceX survived and eventually transformed space exploration forever. Action is where belief becomes real. At Tesla, the story repeated: near bankruptcy, manufacturing hell, critics predicting collapse, headlines mocking delays. Elon didn't outsource responsibility. He didn't hide behind excuses. He slept in the factory. He learned manufacturing from the ground up. He fixed problems personally, not because it was glamorous, but because leadership means ownership. Resilience isn't toughness, it's refusal. Refusal to quit, refusal to shrink, refusal to become ordinary. Every setback sharpened him. Every criticism refined him. He listened, but he didn't bend. He learned relentlessly, from physics, from engineering, from failure itself. He adapted faster than his problems could grow. When something didn't work, he changed the system. When a method failed, he invented a new one.
Adaptability is survival at speed. While others waited for perfect conditions, Elon moved with imperfect information. He understood that progress favors those who act, learn, and iterate faster than fear. He didn't wait to be ready, he became ready by doing. And through it all, there was gratitude, not performative, not loud, but present. Gratitude for the team, for the opportunity to work on meaningful problems, for the privilege of building things that matter. Gratitude grounded him, even as the stakes grew massive, because gratitude keeps ambition human. Elon Musk's journey isn't about copying his path, it's about absorbing his mindset. The courage to risk everything, the discipline to endure pain, the clarity to focus on what truly matters, the resilience to stand alone when the world doubts you. You don't need rockets to think like this. You need belief, you need purpose, you need the willingness to be misunderstood. Because the truth is simple and terrifying. You can stay safe and ordinary, or you can risk everything and build the impossible. The choice is always yours.
The impossible never announces itself politely. It arrives as resistance, as doubt, as voices telling you to slow down, to be realistic, to lower your expectations so you don't get hurt. Elon Musk heard those voices constantly. Governments told him private companies couldn't build rockets cheaper. Auto giants said electric cars would never scale. Financial experts warned him he was gambling with everything. He listened just enough to understand the objections, then he went back to work. Because belief, real belief, is not loud. It doesn't need approval. It operates quietly under pressure. Elon believed not because success was guaranteed, but because not trying felt like failure. He understood something most people avoid. Regret lasts longer than pain. Clarity sharpened that belief into focus. He didn't chase 10 dreams at once. He chose missions, clear, brutal missions. Make life multiplanetary, accelerate sustainable energy, solve problems that actually matter. This clarity acted like a filter. Every decision either moved the mission forward or it didn't. If it didn't, it was cut. Vision is not imagination. Vision is commitment to a future that doesn't exist yet. At SpaceX, engineers were told to rethink everything, from materials to manufacturing timelines. Elon questioned costs down to individual bolts, not because he was controlling, but because he believed innovation hides inside assumptions. If you accept assumptions, you inherit limitations. If you challenge them, you create breakthroughs. Purpose gave him endurance. When people saw chaos, he saw direction. When others saw exhaustion, he saw responsibility. He wasn't building companies to look impressive. He was building systems to outlast him. That purpose made the sacrifices make sense. Missed sleep, missed comfort, missed approval. Discipline became his daily language. Not the glamorous kind, the gritty kind. Long nights, repetitive problem solving, revisiting failures again and again until they surrendered their lessons. Discipline meant staying when quitting felt reasonable. It meant choosing long-term impact over short-term relief. Action followed discipline relentlessly. When Tesla faced production bottlenecks that threatened the company's existence, Elon didn't wait for consultants. He became the solution. He learned manufacturing deeply enough to redesign entire processes. He tore down inefficient systems and rebuilt them under intense pressure. While critics tweeted, he executed. Resilience revealed itself in moments no one applauded. Rockets exploding, cars delayed, public scrutiny relentless, personal attacks constant. He absorbed it all without retreating from the mission. Resilience wasn't pretending things didn't hurt. It was deciding that pain wouldn't dictate direction. Learning was continuous. Elon never assumed he knew enough. He studied physics to understand rockets. He learned software to guide systems. He dove into material science, energy storage, AI. Curiosity wasn't a hobby, it was a weapon. Every new skill expanded what was possible.
Adaptability kept him alive in fast-moving storms. When plans failed, he pivoted without ego. When timelines slipped, he recalibrated without excuses. He understood that rigidity breaks under pressure, but adaptable systems evolve. He built teams that could move fast, think independently, and challenge ideas, including his own. And gratitude, quiet, steady gratitude, anchored everything. Gratitude for people willing to work towards something bigger than themselves. Gratitude for failure's lessons. Gratitude for the chance to attempt what most never dare to try. Because gratitude turns pressure into privilege. This is the Elon Musk way. Not perfection, not fearlessness, but commitment. Commitment to the work, commitment to the vision, commitment to pushing beyond what's comfortable into what's necessary. You don't need to be Elon Musk to live this way. You need the courage to choose purpose over approval, the discipline to act when it's hard, the resilience to stand when it would be easier to fall, and the humility to keep learning, adapting, and growing. Ordinary is safe. Impossible is earned, and earned things change the world.
There comes a moment in every meaningful pursuit where the path narrows, where the noise fades, where motivation stops showing up on time. This is the moment that separates interest from commitment. Elon Musk has lived in that moment for decades, because the higher the vision, the lonelier the climb. When SpaceX finally succeeded in landing a rocket booster back on Earth, something experts said was fantasy, it wasn't luck. It was thousands of micro-decisions made under exhaustion. It was choosing to try again after public failure. It was engineers rewriting code at 3 a.m. because quitting was never part of the design. Elon understood something critical. Innovation is not inspiration, it's repetition under pressure. That mindset carried into every frontier he touched. At Tesla, he didn't just want electric cars, he wanted to make them desirable, fast, beautiful, better than gasoline, not as an alternative, but as an upgrade. That required a refusal to compromise, a demand for excellence that made people uncomfortable, and a willingness to be blamed when things went wrong. Leadership means standing in front of the storm and saying, "This is on me." Vision without execution is fantasy. Execution without vision is chaos. Elon balanced both by anchoring every action to first principles. When something broke, he didn't ask who failed, he asked why the system allowed it. That shift from blame to structure is what turned repeated failure into eventual dominance. Purpose sharpened again when the stakes grew global. Climate change wasn't an abstract debate to him, it was a math problem with a deadline. Electric vehicles, solar energy, battery storage, these weren't trends, they were solutions. And solutions don't wait for consensus, they move forward until results speak louder than doubt. Discipline hardened into identity. Working weekends, pushing timelines, expecting the same intensity he gave. Not because he enjoyed pressure, but because urgency saves futures. He knew delay was its own form of failure, and so he chose speed with accountability. Resilience showed its truest form when everything was on the line at once. There were periods when both Tesla and SpaceX were weeks from collapse. Cash nearly gone, public confidence shaken, personal stress immense. Elon has admitted those moments were agonizing, but he didn't escape them, he faced them. He reduced the problem to what could be controlled and controlled it. Control your effort, control your learning, control your response. Learning accelerated under fire. Every failed rocket refined the next. Every manufacturing bottleneck rewrote Tesla's playbook. Elon treated mistakes as tuition, not shame. He paid the price and extracted the lesson, over and over, faster than competitors could react. Adaptability turned risk into leverage. When traditional industries moved slowly, he moved fast.
When regulations lagged, he innovated ahead. When systems resisted change, he redesigned the systems. He didn't wait for the world to catch up. He built the future and forced reality to respond. And through it all, there was an unspoken gratitude for the struggle itself. Because struggle meant the work mattered. Pressure meant progress was happening. Resistance meant boundaries were being challenged. Gratitude reframed the suffering into significance. This is not a story about genius alone. It's about endurance, about choosing a long, uncertain road over a short, predictable one, about betting on your vision when the odds are against you. You will be doubted. You will be misunderstood. You will be tested beyond comfort. But if you stay disciplined, if you keep acting, if you keep learning and adapting, ordinary will no longer fit you. Because once you've tasted purpose, comfort feels like confinement, and the impossible starts to feel inevitable.
Inevitable doesn't mean easy. It means earned, inch by inch, decision by decision, when no one is watching. Elon Musk's life is proof that the future isn't predicted by those who talk the most, but by those who build despite uncertainty. At the edge of every breakthrough, there is silence. No applause, no guarantees, just work. Elon has spent more time in that silence than most people ever will. While others waited for permission, he accepted responsibility. And responsibility, once accepted, changes how you see obstacles. They stop being excuses and start becoming assignments. Assignment: make rockets reusable. Assignment: prove electric cars can outperform gas. Assignment: reimagine energy, transportation, and space itself. Each assignment demanded a mindset that refused shortcuts. Mindset is what you default to under pressure. Elon defaulted to problem solving. When something broke, he went deeper. When timelines slipped, he recalculated. When critics laughed, he stayed focused. He didn't personalize resistance, he neutralized it. Belief matured into certainty, not blind optimism, but grounded confidence built on understanding. He knew the physics, he knew the risks, and he chose to proceed anyway. That's the difference between reckless and courageous. Courage is informed action in the face of fear. Clarity became ruthless. Meetings were cut short, processes simplified, bureaucracy challenged. Elon stripped complexity down to essentials because speed matters when the window for change is small. He knew that clarity saves time, and time saves futures. Vision expanded beyond companies into legacy. A world where humanity isn't confined to one planet. A world where energy doesn't poison the air. A world where technology accelerates progress, not stagnation. That vision demanded sacrifice. Comfort was traded for consequence, sleep for survival, popularity for progress. He accepted the cost because the alternative, doing nothing meaningful, felt unacceptable. Discipline held the line when emotion tried to interfere. Discipline meant showing up even when drained, even when criticized, even when uncertain. It meant consistency when excitement faded. Action remained relentless. No waiting for perfect conditions, no endless planning loops, just build, test, fail, improve, repeat. Elon understood that momentum compounds. Each action created feedback. Each feedback loop accelerated growth. While others debated, he iterated. Resilience became contagious. Teams adopted the mindset. Standards rose, expectations sharpened. People either leveled up or stepped aside, not out of cruelty, but out of necessity. The mission was too important for mediocrity. Learning never stopped. Even as his company succeeded, Elon stayed a student. New problems demanded new knowledge. He read,
He asked questions. He challenged experts. Curiosity kept him ahead of complacency. Adaptability ensured survival in chaos. When markets shifted, he adjusted. When technology evolved, he integrated. When plans failed, he rewrote them. Ego never outweighed results. The goal was always forward motion. And gratitude, again quietly present, kept the ambition from turning hollow. Gratitude for teams willing to endure the pressure. Gratitude for failures that revealed weaknesses. Gratitude for the chance to attempt something meaningful in a short lifetime. Because gratitude reminds you why you started. This is the choice placed in front of everyone watching right now. You can protect your comfort, or you can pursue your potential. You can wait for certainty, or you can become the reason certainty exists. Elon Musk chose the second path, not once, but every day. And that choice built the impossible.
And now, everything comes down to this moment. Because when the noise finally fades, when the critics move on, when the headlines stop refreshing, what remains is the truth of what you chose to build. Elon Musk never chased applause, he chased impact. And impact demands courage long after motivation disappears. Look at what stands today. Reusable rockets that return from the edge of space like they belong there. Electric cars that outrun supercars and redefine an industry that refused to change for a century. Energy systems designed not just to power homes, but to protect a planet. These are not accidents. They're the visible consequences of invisible decisions made under pressure. Decisions to keep going when quitting made sense. Decisions to take responsibility when blame was easier. Decisions to bet on the future when the present offered comfort. This is the real lesson. You don't become extraordinary by waiting for certainty. Certainty is built by those willing to move first. Elon Musk moved first, again and again, knowing the cost, accepting the risk, and embracing the weight of failure as part of the process. He didn't eliminate fear, he used it. Fear became a signal that he was standing at the edge of growth. Doubt became feedback, not a verdict. Failure became instruction, not identity. And pressure became proof that the work mattered. That is how impossible becomes inevitable. Not through luck, not through talent alone, but through disciplined action aligned with purpose. This is where your story intersects with his. You may not be building rockets, you may not be launching companies that reshape industries, but the battlefield is the same. The resistance is the same. The choice is the same. Stay ordinary, protected, approved, and unchanged. Or risk everything, your comfort, your fear of judgment, your attachment to certainty. Because the future doesn't belong to those who wait, it belongs to those who build. And if this message ignited something in you, if it challenged you, pushed you, or reminded you of who you could become, then don't let it fade. Subscribe to this channel for more life-changing motivation, cinematic stories, and mindset-shifting lessons designed to push you beyond limits and into action. This is where ordinary ends. This is where impossible begins.